Well, guys, if you happen to watch Crisis on Infinite Earths yesterday, you probably now realize shit went down. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel once again. I am Robert Storms. If you're finding me for the very first time, please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for all future content. I do almost everything related to nerd and geeky pop culture, which is Star Wars, Marvel, DC, you name it. I talk about it here on the channel, so please hit that subscribe button. Help me get further to my goal of 30,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So yesterday, Crisis on Infinite Earths. Now, full disclosure, guys, I haven't watched the 2 episodes yet. I came home, it was late, I live streamed. I didn't have a chance to watch the last 2 episodes of Crisis of Infinite Earths, but I will, believe me. I will. Apparently, in last night's episode of Crisis on Infinite Earths, Ezra Miller's Flash meets up with Grant Gustin's Flash, and this just broke all over the internet. It broke in the middle of my live stream. I had no idea that Crisis was even coming back last night, and this just kind of went all over the place. People are sending me messages, texting me, and everything. So I got up this morning, still unable to watch the 2 episodes, but I watched the cameo clip of Ezra Miller showing up, and I have to give my 2 cents on this. In my personal opinion, I think this is a really big deal. I think this is a really big deal for Warner Brothers, who said, look, you can't have Superman, you can't have Batman, you can't have this because we're making movies of them. For them saying, okay, you can put Ezra Miller in your show, in a CW show. Ezra Miller, the movie screen Flash, for them to say you can use him as the Flash and put him in costume on a CW crossover show is huge. It's huge because it tells me that WB is now open for more suggestions, that they're not sealing themselves off in a little corner on the side of the room going, no, we can't do this, we can't do this. To me, somewhere it feels like WB has realized we could do so much more. And if we're going to compete with Marvel and the MCU and Disney, we need to do everything that we have available to us, and that is our multiverse. That tells me WB is finally listening to somebody. That somebody finally got to the CEOs and whatnot and the chairmen and say, look, we can be a whole lot more. And for them to say, look, remember, 3-4 years ago, they refused to allow Deathstroke on Arrow because we got plans for it. Because remember, Deathstroke was going to be in the Batman movie. So they're like, no, we're using Deathstroke in the movie. You can't have Deathstroke in the show, even though it's 2 completely different Deathstrokes. And then somewhere along the past 2-3 years, WB said, let's whatever. We got all these capabilities. Let's start doing these capabilities that we can do. Let's start doing some of these things. And for Ezra Miller, a movie Flash to show up, Ezra Miller from Justice League to show up on the CW show is a huge deal. I don't think people are making a big enough deal as I think they should be. And not only that, they set up the multiverse within this one shot. They set up the multiverse. And now this will now splinter. The multiverse already existed, but now they splintered into a new type of multiverse. And I'm telling you, if they can get that Flashpoint movie working with Ezra Miller, if they can get that Flashpoint movie working, they could really onto something big. Because they can fix their entire movie division universe. The CW's already making those changes and correcting those things. CW's been on the right track. Regardless of the quality, the budget, CW knows what they're doing. Now, if WB can get that Flash movie and the Flashpoint movie working right, they could be on to something big. Me personally, I think this is a huge step, because in the Crisis on Infinite Earths, we've seen the Disney Universe streaming shows come over. We've seen old school shows cross over. The movie now crossover. This is a big deal. People love shared universe. Now to know that they're all connected in some way with a 1-2 minute cameo of Ezra Miller can do that, it's amazing. And I think people shouldn't be downplaying it as much as I think some people might be downplaying it. I think some of the fanboys of the opposite side might be upset, like this is not a big deal, when this is, I think, a very very big deal in my opinion. It's a very big deal in my opinion. But I want to know what you guys think. How do you feel about Ezra Miller showing up on the CW as the Flash, meeting Grant Gustin, both in costume? Be sure to leave your comments in the comment box below. And until next time, as always, I'm Robert Storms, and that's my opinion.